Okay, here we have a question about ideal ammeters. Take a second to read it and hopefully find it nice and easy, and then you'll see the answer and hopefully it'll agree with yours. Okay, we have an ideal ammeter used to measure the current in a resistor, and we are asked to find out about what its resistance and its connection. Okay, now hopefully you're familiar with the circuit that we would use, which is this one, to say find the resistance of a lamp. Okay, the question says resistor, but really it doesn't make too much of a difference. Okay, we would connect ammeter and our voltmeter in this way. Okay, now our ammeter, the question about the ammeter, so we can see hopefully is that the ammeter is connected in series. Okay, so anytime you're looking at your ammeter, it's in series. Voltmeters have to be connected in parallel. It's always worth reminding yourself that the connections are opposite, and there are questions out there which ask you to choose the correct combination of connections. Nice, easy mark to get, but a sad one to lose, if you ask me. Now, what students often struggle with is why the resistances are as they are. The resistance of an ideal ammeter is going to be 0. Okay, so our answer here is D. Now, this is something you could memorize. It's also something you could sort of try and understand why. When we're dealing with ammeters, we want to measure the current. Now, the ammeter itself has, if it has resistance, as soon as we put it into the circuit, it's going to change the resistance of the current in the circuit. And we don't want that to happen. We want the ammeter simply to observe the current. And so therefore, what we do is we make our ammeters to have as low a resistance as possible, i.e. 0 ideally, so that they don't affect the current that they're trying to measure. Now, similarly for voltmeters, voltmeters are connected in parallel, and so the opposite is true. We want our voltmeters to be infinitely resistive, okay? And the reason for that is we don't want to lose any current through that voltmeter. All we want to do is use that voltmeter really to measure the potential difference across, in this case, the lamp, or in the question, the resistor, and so therefore that would be infinite. So remember, voltmeters and ammeters are different to each other, are opposites if you like. Voltmeters, infinite resistance and connected in parallel. Ammeters, 0 resistance and connected in series.